Throughout my journey, I have come to realize that spiritual awakening does not unfold in a straight line, but rather follows a cyclical and evolving pattern, much like the intricate spirals of DNA. For some, this process involves revisiting certain stages before progressing, while others may transition between phases fluidly or even bypass them altogether. Just as every genetic sequence is unique, the spiritual journey is a deeply personal experience, shaped by individual perspectives and existential inquiries. Plato, in his Allegory of the Cave, described a process that mirrors this awakening, moving from the shadows of illusion to the light of truth. Initially, we are bound by unconscious perceptions, mistaking projections for reality, much like the prisoners who believe the shadows on the cave wall are all that exists. In this state, our identities are deeply intertwined with our emotions and thoughts, leading us to react to the world without awareness of our deeper nature. We seek external validation, often clinging to superficial roles and societal expectations, unaware that we are drifting further from our true essence. At some point, however, something disrupts this illusion, akin to Descartes' radical doubt, where he questioned every belief until only the undeniable cogito, ergo sum, remained. This marks the beginning of the dissolution of the ego, the recognition that we are not merely our conditioned identities. It is an unsettling yet liberating phase, where long-held assumptions about the self start to crumble. This experience can be disorienting, much like Nietzsche's proclamation of the death of God, where the collapse of traditional frameworks leaves one in a void. But within this void lies the opportunity for rebirth, a chance to redefine oneself outside of imposed structures. Driven by an insatiable thirst for meaning, we embark on a journey of exploration. This echoes Socrates' assertion that the unexamined life is not worth living. We question inherited beliefs, dive into spiritual texts, engage in meditation, and seek wisdom from those who have walked this path before us. Every new insight brings a sense of expansion, as if peeling away layers of illusion to reveal deeper truths. This search for meaning is not just an intellectual pursuit, but an experiential transformation, much like Kierkegaard's leap of faith, where rationality alone cannot bridge the gap between doubt and understanding. As we continue, something profound begins to shift. A sense of alignment emerges. We no longer feel compelled to fit into expectations that contradict our essence. This is reminiscent of Heidegger's concept of authenticity, living in accordance with one's true self rather than being swept away by societal constructs. At this stage, choices become clearer, relationships more genuine, and a deep sense of purpose starts guiding our actions. We may leave careers that no longer resonate, redefine our relationships, or simply embrace life with a newfound clarity. Ultimately, we reach a state of harmony where inner peace and external reality are no longer in opposition. This aligns with the Stoic idea of living in accordance with nature, accepting what is without resistance and moving with the flow of life. Compassion arises naturally, not just for ourselves, but for others, recognizing that every being is part of an interconnected whole. Life is no longer seen as a series of obstacles, but as a dynamic interplay where every experience contributes to our evolution. This stage is not an endpoint, but an ever-deepening realization, much like Laozi's notion of the Tao, a path that cannot be fully grasped, only lived. In essence, spiritual awakening is not a linear ascent, but a continuous unfolding, unique to each individual. Every moment of realization brings us closer to our true nature,